everybody. Doing a different kind of video this time. It is February 21st, about 12 p.m. It's nice and 80 degrees outside. Here in about a month we are taking a trip. So I've always kind of had this idea of building out my Outback, doing like a platform and stuff, and Emma really pushed me to do it, so we're gonna give this a shot. Just kind of did a quick clean of my car. Might go and take this and get it vacuumed out a little bit better, but a lot of dog hair and everything going on. But I'm going to measure this out, go get some wood from Home Depot, and attempt to build a little platform for our trip. Ideally what I'm wanting to do is bed platform, 2 drawers that pull out, that we can use for cooking and storage and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully you find this interesting, and I'll kind of take you along the way. I don't expect to get this done in one day. It's probably gonna be a little project that takes me a few weeks to get done, just kind of working on my off time. So you'll see it progressing throughout the week and how it goes. And I think by the time this video posts, it'll probably be like the week before we actually take our trip. So that's kind of the goal. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll show you everything that's going on. Okay, so this first part over here, I'm thinking main platform here, right? Drawers and everything, both sides. And then once the seats are laid down, you can have a little slide out extension of the platform. I see a lot of people do this on YouTube, so I think I'm going to imitate what they're doing. I like the idea of it. Especially like to use the seats. Millie, that's where she hangs out on our trip, so definitely want to have usage of that. And then just easy breakdown and extension of the platform. So back here when I'm measuring it, it's about 36 inches I think is safe for this part. And I think I'm going to come up about 8 inches to here. I think that'll give it enough lift to do the drawers, but not too high where we're banging our heads on the ceiling constantly. I think it's pretty safe. And then going across is about 43 inches. So that'd be cool. Alright, and then with the seats laid down, we can do about 6 feet here. I'm a short guy. Emma's, I guess, average for a woman. But 6 feet here will be plenty of space for us to lay down. So with it being 6 feet, I'm doing 3 feet in the back. This should be right about here. Another 3 feet. I'm thinking 2 feet for the slide out platform, possibly do the whole 3 feet. I don't know if I'll do a 1 foot piece that folds down, or if it's just one big 3 feet that slides out. One of the things I'm kind of looking at here is how to support it. I know a lot of people do like wood beams that come up here and support it. I was thinking maybe a 2x4 or something that lays across here to kind of support it more. But I have to think about how high up it's going to be. 8 inches across. It's not going to be too big, so maybe still do the 2x4 but do it long ways rather than flat. I think that could probably work. Alright, so this is kind of my rough drawing here. I'm no architect or anything, but that's the big piece. 2 pieces there. Again, I haven't decided if that's going to be 1 piece or 2. What I'm trying to decide too is if I want to do long pieces along the side for support, and then 1 in the middle, or if I want to do something more like this where it's just 2x4s in the back on the corners, and then maybe 1 going across to hold the drawer in, to make it just a little bit more lightweight. I'll probably end up going with this method because I'll be buying 1 big piece of plywood and having them cut down, so I think I can use those extra pieces from cutting it to do that kind of stuff right there. So I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Alright, so I'm gonna run to Home Depot and grab some wood now. cut up. Excited to see how well it fits. They were very nice there. They did a great job of just doing one big piece of plywood, cutting it down into all the pieces I need. Hopefully everything works out well, so we'll see. All right, so I was kind of excited, wanted to see how this looked, so I kind of fit everything in there to see how well it fit. The cuts are pretty good. Something I didn't realize is that this is not level. So it needs to kind of come up to level it out. So it might be something I have to look at and fix, or we might just be sleeping at a slant. Alright, new day. It's February 22nd. I have gotten all the wood upstairs. I'm going to start working on getting things glued and drilled down. Yesterday, I actually glued this piece down. I didn't have any clamps yesterday, so I just kind of glued it and stuck it on there just to see how well it would do. Came out pretty good. It's nice and solid. Started looking online to find out prices of what clamps are. Looked at Home Depot, a little bit more expensive than I wanted to spend, so I figured I would just do this process here just without the clamps. But then I happened to look at Harbor Freight, and I found these clamps on there for $5 each, so I figured why not for 10 bucks if it'll make my life a little bit easier. I'll go ahead and spend the money, so hopefully that helps. So now we're going to go ahead and glue these down, clamp them, and later on I'll be drilling the holes and everything. Alright, so got the panels all dried on there. I'm gluing everything. It's holding pretty well, it's pretty stable. I'm going to go through now and I'm going to drill into each one. I already went ahead and did this first panel, just did 5 screws going down it, just to give it a little bit extra support and keep it from falling apart. Okay, so it's March 17th. I am pretty much done with my build for the Outback. I pretty much haven't recorded anything since the last time I recorded stuff. Did a lot of it, pretty much everything else off screen. I will walk you through it, show you everything I've done. My living room has been pretty much a complete mess for the past month. This has been my workstation, and I've been using this as the work table. But drawers are done pretty much. I've got one more I'm kind of working on, just a couple more things, waiting for it to dry out. But excited to have it done. About to go down to the car, do a couple things with it, set it up, and I'll walk you through what I've done so far. It is May 27th. If you're watching this, if you're this far in this video, we're actually gone on our trip. We've been back for a couple days. We're back to work doing our normal things. I did not get to finish the video highlighting what the platform looked like. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk y'all through what we did and kind of give you some of the goods and bads of it, since we did actually get to use it. So first off, platform looks good. this part slides, that extends into the full platform, and I'll show you how that works real quick. All right, so platform is extended, extends all the way out with this. It does lay flat, I just have the seats back a little bit, but we used the hinges right here to fold that up and down. Worked pretty well. Underneath, let's see, on this back part here, I put these extra little pieces there just to hold that little edge in place. I used some drop pins that I saw quite a few people do on YouTube to hold that in place. And it just slides in there, slides out real easily. Got one on the other end too. And it holds it on there real well, so that was nice. I did this one beam going across here for support, and then we actually didn't use any support when we used this. I meant to bring some wood with me to have a little bit of support, but I forgot about it. It actually held up really well. It's just our heads up here, so wasn't a whole lot of weight on the hinges, and they held up just fine the few nights that we slept in here. But that part worked out really well. It could be a little bit more level, but this is kind of a quickly done process. Ran out of time, so I just kind of threw it all together. But let me show you the drawers. I'm pretty happy with these. So first, I got these little decals off Amazon for like 15 bucks. I thought it was kind of just a cool little design that added a little bit of creativity to it. They don't stick very well. I might go in there and do some glue underneath it just to get them to stick really well, but that looked really cool. So I got the two drawers. They extend all the way out, and they holding up just fine. This one's got the grill and cooking stuff and everything in it. This one had our food and our camping supplies in it. I added this little divider here, just some extra scrap piece of wood that I kind of tossed in there. Same with this. It's just a little tabletop that I actually left at home. I forgot to bring it with, so we didn't get to use it, but it was supposed to be a little tabletop. Again, it was just some extra scrap wood that I had left over, so I went ahead and decided to use it for that. And I just held it up with some little small pieces along the edge. So it's a bummer I didn't get to use it, but I'll use it next time. Two great handles. I just used some paracord. I drilled some holes and just made a little handle out of it. It worked really well. That a kind of outdoorsy feel. But they slide in real easy. I could probably shave this down a little bit just to get it to slide in perfectly. Sometimes it does catch, but I did finish it up kind of last minute, so I didn't get to hit those fine details that I wanted to. Pulled out this drawer to show you what I did on the inside. So all I did was I took some, what is this, 1 inch by ½ inch or something, pieces of wood, and just ran them on both sides for the drawers, and that's just what it slides on. Sanded it down real nice so it slides real easy. If you remember the beginning of the video, this was slanted, so all I did was took a little bit of scrap wood and stuck it underneath, and it leveled it out a little bit. Not perfect, but enough where it was wasn't an issue. But yeah, that worked out real well. I'm pretty proud of the drawers, pretty proud of the setup. There's definitely some things I would have tweaked. For example, right here there's a whole lot of space between the door, so it did have this hole that you could possibly fall in. So I think what would have been nice is to have something that folded out to extend that, to give it a little bit extra space. And I probably could have extended this a little bit. I think also too, I wanted to make it just an inch or two shorter. We weren't hitting our heads or anything, but it did feel a little cramped once you got 2 people and a dog in here. So I think just trimming off an inch or something would have helped. Also, one of the things I was worried about was when you're pulling out the drawers, the weight on it would pull the platform up. So I got these little turn bolts. I forgot exactly what they're called, but I just hooked it in. Got a little hook back here, and then I've got a hook in the back of the Outback that I just connected it to. I was able to tighten it down, that way it didn't lift up whenever I pulled the drawers out, and that worked out well. I think that's about it. Overall, went really well. Sanded it down. Our bed mattress fit perfectly. It was really comfortable. Pretty happy with it. The drawers, I didn't do anything too crazy, just normal glue and, you know, screws to kind of fit it all together. The only fun part was doing this. I had to cut out little edges and I just super glued it, or, you know, you use wood glue and glued the crap out of it to get it to stay in there. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. We're pretty happy with it, and I appreciate y'all watching this video. If y'all liked it, give a thumbs up. Hopefully y'all like this. Hopefully it inspires y'all to do something similar. We had a great time using it, and it really does come in handy having these drawers and a little bit of organization going on with it. So yeah, appreciate y'all watching. All right, bye.